Okay guys, so now we're gonna deal with some of the most common attacks when you get to the Advanced Gubber Guard. So first what I want to do, I set up my Gubber Guard. If I didn't pull the lapel first, I can do it after that. So I'm here now, everything is tight, I bring my leg up, I get here. As I create distance, I put my leg on top, okay? Now from here, when I'm in Advanced Gubber Guard, the first thing that I should try and how I should try to attack my opponent is I go for change my grips with my hand and then come here. If this arm, if he's not blocking, grabbing his own thigh, I just go for his wrist, get a little bit of better angle, and I can attack wrist lock and Kimura in the same time. It's all, you always go for this when the arm is dangling, and like it's really good if you can put his, you see his elbow into your own ribs to support it, and now you can go for Kimura. When you're having your grip, it's this type of grip, not this. This will like open up his arm. So your thumb is on the outside cupping here, and now you can actually attack both things in the same time. So from it being in place, change the grips, slide your hand down his hand and grab it. If you see, if you're missing your ribs here, you can post out and get that angle. Now from here, start going for it, and you go simultaneously. You miss here, okay, you wouldn't continue attacking, come back. That is one attack. The second one, and actually the most common one, is omoplata. You will be going for this in most cases, and that's when you know your opponent is still down. He's not posturing up. So basically his head and his hips are in the same line as well. You can't attack the arm by itself. So what I want to do, as I'm holding with this hand, I'm going to place my elbow outside and I'm instantly going to go up. Okay, I'm not going to go create the angle first, but I'm going to go up and throw this leg over. As I get to this position where I'm sitting up, I want to have his forearm trapped with my belly. I don't want to be back here. Now he can slide out his arm, yeah. So I'm here, very much connected, and I grab his lapel even tighter next to his armpit, so I don't allow him to roll. From here, when I want to go for my omoplata submission, the first thing I want to do is that I want him to touch the ground with his shoulder. I achieve that by straightening my legs strong. Okay, now his shoulder is on the ground. The second thing that I want to achieve is that I want to put his hips on the ground. I do that by moving in a circular motion with my hips. When his shoulder and when his hip is on the ground, I want to start moving diagonally. I cup his shoulder, bend my legs, and do the motion where I want to whisper in my opponent's ear. One more time. From Advanced Gubber Guard. I am here, okay, he cups his own thigh. I put my elbow out and I start getting up, throwing this leg over. Go next to my opponent, grab the lapel bit lower so I can really control his back. From here, I straighten my leg so his shoulder touches the ground. After that, I start moving away with my hips so his hip touches the ground. When his shoulder and his hip are on the ground, that's the best time for me to finish omoplata. I bend my legs, cup his shoulder, and whisper to his ear. Okay, those are two basic attacks, and we have one more, the third one. Again, yes, I mean, Advanced Gubber Guard, and from here, my opponent sort of recognizes this, and he wants to like push into me so he can deal with this leg. When I recognize that, I oppose him just slightly a bit, then I let him slide. As he slides, I get him in my triangle. Here, if you want to hold a little bit for this Gubber Guard, you can slide your leg under, but the most important thing is to break his posture. So I'm controlling the head, keep escaping, locking my triangle, and then from here, you will know how to finish. One good way, if his arm is in, you adjust your triangle so it goes over the neck, and you don't even have to transition with the arm. You just go under, cup your knee, and submit from here. One more time. I have it here, and here he starts pushing into me because he wants to recover. I oppose him slightly a bit, and then I allow him to go through. From here, I'm controlling his posture. I can slide my foot here, but it's not necessary. It's important that you control your shin. From here, you just adjust your triangle. Again, because now it's over the back, I would adjust it one more time so I get it over the neck. Sometimes I will transition the arm over, but if he's strong here, I can just go under, cup the knee, and get him with his submission. Okay guys, these are 3 main attacks from Advanced Gubber Guard.